Welcome back to the battlefield. Today's episode of the Armenia campaign, we should see the conclusion of our Mesopotamian conquest with the battle for Charax down here. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this fight. Right off the bat, the first thing I see is they've got some archers with a lot of veterancy and a bunch of naval archers coming in. So I'll definitely want to make use of my cavalry taking out those threats before they can engage my troops. Other than that, my strategy is to play a little bit defensive. If I can eliminate those archer units that are coming in from the sea, then I will have missile superiority. And if I can gain that, then I'm going to use it to my advantage as much as possible to get rid of the hoplite units that will be defending this city. To start off, I'm going to keep the cavalry off of fire at will. I can keep these guys out here to deal with. I didn't actually look close enough to see if the enemy general or the defending garrison general was mounted or not. But if he is, I can use these heavy horse archers to deal with him, and I can use my shock cavalry to deal with the incoming naval units.
The men we face are more suited.
Alright, so right off the bat I'm not seeing any cavalry units, so I'll just wait until these naval archers get closer to shore. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward until that point. Nope, still needs more fast forwarding. Alright, now that they're getting close, it's time to start moving the cavalry forward. I'll go with 2 ranks for now, just because of how this building creates a choke point here. I'd rather not come around that way. I'll use the general to kind of secure the flank of my cavalry, while these guys go in and do the bulk of the work. I've got to wait until the ships actually make it to shore. There we go, now I can start charging over there. Come on, General. Okay, so they do have a 1 medium melee ship, so I want to avoid engaging that.
At your command! Assads! Forward! Our orders!
I want to be as close up to these archers as possible so that they don't have any opportunity to run away.
Royal cataphracts! Assads! We await your orders! Right? Awaiting order!
I think I am probably going to need my general over here.
Quickly now!
That unit of archers might get away.
Armored horseman!
Alright, dealt with some of these units. Go ahead and charge out and hit the rest of them. Alright, so that unit of archers, whatever, they got away. I'm not going to chase them all the way into the city. If they turn around to fight, then I will absolutely turn around and engage them, but realistically I just want to deal with this general and get out of here. To do that, I'm just going to mob them as heavily and quickly as I can. Okay, they are bringing one around, this archer unit back around, so I might have an opportunity to go chase them down. Okay, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try and get 1 unit in there. I'll go ahead and leave that 1 unit exposed. Pull the rest of the cavalry back for now. These guys, I can expect them to take some fire from within the city because I saw a unit of archers hitting them from here earlier. And it looks like the enemy forces are moving out of the city towards my front line. But so far this is going well. I've neutralized a lot of their missile units early on. I'm going to go ahead and withdraw my spear units and start wrapping my horse archers around the flank.
At your command. Advance at speed.
Okay, I've dealt with that archer unit. I'm going to pull back to the rest of my cavalry force over here. And give the order for my slingers to open fire on some of these local archers. Okay, move up to here, get into a nice formation, so that you can fire more rapidly.
Armored horse archer.
Okay, I'll have the cavalry collapse from the flank now, just to see if I can slow down their infantry. What are these guys doing? What the heck? That's not how you use your sling stones.
Slingers. Fill the skies. We await your order.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Armored horse archer.
Alright, slingers, we've got the cavalry in on the archers. We can go ahead and move the slingers out of that engagement. I'll have them target this group instead.
What are our orders?
Okay, time to start moving some infantry out and around the sides.
Your command. Slingers. At the ready.
I want to keep my knights back here
Order, my lord.
on the flank of the enemy as much as possible,
Fire!
for what should be pretty obvious reasons. Their archer unit decided, I don't know what my slingers are doing, but they are not just taking normal engagements here. This is weird.
Armored horse archers. We are at your command. Missile cover.
A little bit of an opportunity here to take out some of these units as well. Might as well go for it. They are starting to move their hoplites towards my horses, so obviously I'm going to pull back away from that.
Armored horse archers. Spearmen. Our orders. What are your orders?
Here's another opportunity to catch some archers, it looks like.
Armored horse archers. Slingers. Fire! Assaults!
You know what? We're in there, let's just go for it. Slingers, you can change back to this unit and hopefully get rid of them entirely. In many ways, playing like this is good because the units who will actually stay in this army are the cavalry. I'm going to be switching out the infantry very soon,
Armored horse archers.
so it doesn't matter at all that they are not really getting any experience here.
Slingers. Fire on the enemy. We will darken the skies.
May as well still get whatever kills we can for free. Okay, the horse archers need to stop firing while I pull this unit out. That was really, really poor micro. I let them keep chasing that routed unit of archers. Right now that I'm mostly out of there, I can open fire again. And that should be the battle. Alright, so the Armenian early game army can be very, very, very strong. Granted, I'm just going up against garrisons, basically, but they're not even touching me. And I'm able to take on an entire city's garrison with virtually no casualties. The only death there actually was in this battle was because I shot my own unit. So there is potential that, with the exception of siege battles, I may not need to run my armies around in tandem like I normally would. Normally I try and keep my armies next to each other, so that I've always got 40 units that can support each other.
Ready for orders.
But that might not be a necessity with these skirmish forces. This would be a good building to have. But is it more valuable than just going with the farms here? I tend to think it's not. So I'm going to start out with a farm here. Maybe I'll do a granary next.
We fight for you.
And I'm just doing these buildings to make sure I don't get slums or anything. I know obviously my income is still in a pretty bad way. Alright, now the other thing I need to do is try and get diplomatic immunity to my east.
My friend, you honor this place with your arrival. I, your humble
Alright, so we
servant,
can probably get
in-
non-aggression. We actually
Our
can't get
haggling,
non-aggression with them. That
please
shocks
accept
me.
as a most humble audience for
Alright, let's see about these guys.
in my lord's name.
Do you want to trade?
Be welcome,
They don't even want to
and
trade.
may
That's
the
a little
blessings of the
disappointing.
gods bring you the
Alright, so I might need to keep a force down here just in case these guys decide to get aggressive. But, looking at how much these guys like me, I should be fine for a number of turns. I think my next target is going to be this region, taking on Egypt and Nabatea. To gear up for that,
Be welcome. If I can give you a
I
fair
think I'm
answer,
going to try and get
you
some
will have it.
non-aggression with Pontus. I guess they don't want it, that's okay. Alright, so the danger of doing it like this is I've only got 2 strong armies right now, and that is a massive front line to try and hold, so I wonder if I can get any sort of non-aggression
I
down
will be a
here.
patient audience for your speech. Our merchants do not want trade. Your arguments
maybe
have
that's not
merit,
the right call.
but my lord would not wish me to enter into hasty
Maybe
alliances.
it would be better if I went and conquered this region instead. Because then it would let me focus entirely on this area instead of needing to control this whole area. Anyway, that's something to consider next turn, I think. For now, my spy... Yeah, go start checking out what the Nabateans are doing over here.
Stopping for now.
The Seleucids still have their army, if I remember correctly. These guys are at the end of their movement range.
You march. Your feet bleed. My lord.
All of my governors are deployed. Can I recruit anymore? Maybe I shouldn't, even if I can. Alright, now, in the interest of surviving monetarily, I am going to have to boost my tax rate. And that raises my risk of rebellion to dangerous levels. But I think that's a risk I have to take at this point, because I need to not be hemorrhaging money so fast. What I can do before I worry about who else I'm going to attack is I can go loot these 2 cities, and that'll boost my treasury a little bit, so I think I'll plan on that. I may still issue an edict here. I may do the pay 69% local farming. I thought there was one that reduced the construction cost for buildings. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Instead, I'm going to go with the tax harvesting, and I'm going to start taxing this province because that's an extra 1,400 gold per turn. And now we just have to wait and see if the Seleucids attack at Hatra. I don't think they will, but they might. Riot at the capital, crush the riot. Hopefully that is still the best option. Governor, where did I recruit my governor? It's right here. Let's get him towards reduced construction costs and increased tax rate. Now I need to get my armies back out of these settlements so that the public order isn't so terrible. Go ahead and let this army patrol for now. I shouldn't build that yet. I should focus on income before I focus on improving my armies. Alright, over here, if I attack this army, they will be reinforced by the garrison. It is a pretty weak garrison.
At your command. At your command.
Having an extra unit of cavalry could be helpful, so I may as well bring this guy over. The nice thing about this is it lets me take on their garrison out in the open field. Alright, so 2 units of cavalry. I've got my axemen here so I can last a little bit longer in a head-on engagement against their hoplites. They do have a unit of pikes though, so I need to be a little bit careful. I don't know if this is a pike unit or a hoplite unit. I think they're hoplites. But I know these are pikes, so I'll definitely need to use horse archers to take that unit down. Alright, it's not an ideal landscape just because there are some trees, but it's still pretty well in my favor. And their mercenary cavalry is a light horse unit, so it shouldn't stand much of a chance. Alright, let's go like this. We'll go 2 horse archers and a shock cav on either flank. Let the Galatians be the meat shields on the front line. I need a longer front line than that, I think. The AI likes to spread out a lot. And I forget that that unit is in this army as well. Alright, so we'll go here, and then the axemen can form the infantry flank.
We are at your command! Royal cataphracts!
Go ahead and just start marching forward. I don't need to run, I don't think. Wait for my extra general to come in.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Do you know what? If I do run, I can probably gain a quick advantage on them here. I forgot that their garrison would come in as reinforcements. Alright, so let's get these horse archers up here quick. I think I'm going to take them out of fire at will. Just so I can deal with the enemy cavalry. I might not be able to chase down that general, but I should be able to get to this unit here.
Ready to ride. Swift and accurate.
My assumption is their reinforcements are coming from directly behind them.
Riders, advance!
Yep, there they are.
Armored horse, archers! Shock cavalry ready!
Get you guys to keep chasing forward.
Royal
General, go ahead and come up here just in case. Alright, so I'm definitely not going to be able to catch their general.
Armored horse, archers!
I keep losing sight of their units.
What are your orders?
Okay, maybe charging in here is not the best idea, but I'm going to give it a go. Their infantry is a little bit behind their skirmishers over here. I'm going to keep my general close by so that I have an opportunity
Our general is under attack.
to hit their archers here. Okay, the rest of my line needs to keep charging. I did catch up to this unit of cavalry.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden
Absolutely want to
units.
keep chasing them. Okay, there's a chance to hit their archers out in the open here. Let my horse archers just go ahead and keep firing on their units here. I need to pull these horse archers back though.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Okay, the general got in on these guys. Send these guys out to help deal with their cavalry. This unit can actually just pull back for now. Okay, they're starting to send in their extra units. Okay, horse archers, pull all the way back. General, keep doing your thing. Axemen, go use your javelins on the pike units only. Spearmen, go ahead and get in here. What I'm going to try and do here is just pin them down with infantry while I go surround them over here. Alright, so these guys are starting to get caught up in all of the infantry. I just need to get them out of there.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Axemen, use your javelins sooner rather than later.
We are at your command. We await your orders. What are your orders?
Alright, so we're
One of our
starting to
units
rip
has used
through
all its
that
ammunition.
unit of pikes pretty nicely. I don't have any cavalry stuck over here, so that's good. I'll just let these guys hold their position for now. Took a charge here, it's just light cav, so it shouldn't be too bad.
One of our units has used all its
This unit.
ammunition.
Okay, these guys are hurting pretty bad though.
Orders, my lord.
Alright, horse archers, start firing over there. You guys move over this direction. Okay, axemen, start coming around this way.
Spears! Spears! Spearmen ready for orders. Get the frag! We await your orders.
I don't want to charge in here just yet, but the longer I sit here, the more archer fire I'm going to take.
Get the frag!
However, they have left their archer units exposed back here.
Charge, my lord!
Okay, general,
We have discovered
move this
the enemy's
way.
hidden
You guys
units.
move up here.
Orders!
Try and hit that phalanx while it's moving.
We are at your command. Heavy cavalry! What are your orders?
Alright, their general's going to charge into the back of their own lines. That's fine with me.
Orders, my lord!
Keep a couple of axemen here in reserve.
Orders, my lord! Orders, my lord! Spears ready! Ready!
Let these horse archers keep using their ammo. These guys they got charged by the enemy general. It's a little unfortunate.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Hopefully their general won't last long. Okay, I can send some spears in to help with the general. all of these spears together should be able to take down those hoplites. Might be able to get some
One of
javelins
our units
from
has
these
used all its
guys.
ammunition.
Orders, my lord. We await your orders.
Okay, I probably need to pull this unit out soon. Nope, that's not the unit that's in trouble. It's this unit that's in trouble.
One of our units has used
Okay,
all its
how are we going
ammunition.
over here? Things look good. We're taking down that general pretty quickly. I'll get my general up here to help
Awaiting
out.
orders.
Okay, Axeman,
Amisos!
turn and face.
At the ready.
I want my spears to lock this unit down and the axes to get it on the flank, hopefully. Just charge in there, just go hit some. This should be a winning engagement for me out here.
Cavalry! My lord.
I'll definitely still take some casualties because their general is a very, very good cavalry
We
unit.
are at your command. What are your orders?
Okay, these were shield bearers. They're going to take a long time to go down, but they're not going to kill my guys particularly fast, I don't think.
Armored horsemen.
And now we have some opportunities to get some rear charges.
Awaiting orders.
The enemy general is dead.
I'll go ahead and try and run down this general as much as I can because I don't want him running away. There's the army losses, and we'll go ahead and chase down as much as we can.
Engage! Advance at speed! Cataphracts!
Let these guys slowly cut their way through this unit of hoplites. Even when they're routed, they're not going down fast. Alright, so I took a lot more damage that battle, but still. I think this is... Like, I knew the Armenians could be really strong, but I didn't realize... I keep trying to play a different game here by moving the map by clicking my center button and dragging instead of just WASDing. Alright, battle's over. Anyway, I knew the Armenians could be very strong, but I did not anticipate it being this bad. Because, I mean, I had a unit of horse archers get charged by a very, very good Seleucid General Cav unit. And he only got 28 kills. Of course, I guess it helped that I outnumbered him, so maybe my horse archers aren't as strong as I would like to think. Maybe I don't need to get elite infantry. I've been working the last several turns to kind of go that direction, but maybe I just don't need to.
Waiting for more orders.
Okay, we have enough movement range to get in there and finish them off. Can this guy improve public order? He makes no difference, okay. So let's go ahead and level up the army and then get in there and... Do I sack it or do I loot it? Go for the increased missile damage again.
Ready.
Well, I can decide whether to sack it or loot it after the fact.
Our orders. Ready. Orders. Cataphracts. Ready your weapons. Forward.
Just get this one done real quick. You see, I told these guys to charge, and then they just didn't. I must have lost sight of the enemy for a second. Well, I'm probably doing quite a bit of damage with friendly fire because I left my guys on fire a bit. But none of them died, so it's okay. I guess whether I sack this settlement or loot it kind of depends on how much money I get from either of those options. Alright. So if I loot it, I get 14,000. If I sack it, I sack it, I get 4,000. I'm definitely gonna loot it.
Ready for battle.
At this point, I may as well just take the territory. It's going to be a long time before my armies can start replenishing here, but that's kind of okay. The other nice thing is, if I declare war on Nabatea, I can take this province, and if I can avoid war with Egypt, I won't have to open up this entire front, but I'll be able to secure a province right here. Nabatea is not allied with Egypt, but they are very, very friendly. Alright. I think that's going to be my plan, is go to war with Nabatea.
Ready for battle.
I'm actually positive on money now, which is kind of a shock. Let's see, let's start getting some food over here, I guess. I'm going to need it.
For you, my lord.
You can go ahead and get in the settlement. You can go ahead and stay out of the settlement. I'll just go ahead and keep taxing Samosata for now. Alright, now I need to avoid a rebellion in Mesopotamia. I need to control my fronts, and I need to figure out how to take on Nabatea. So if I were to hit them now, before their garrison builds up, that could be good. Nabatea also does have decent cavalry. So I may not have as much of an advantage against them.
We fight for you, my lord.
All things to consider. Alright, politics. Now that I've got 14 grand, I might need to actually secure this guy's loyalty. It's not going to make him 100% loyal, but it'll reduce my risk of secession. Alright, and I am now short on food. Where's my spy? Okay, spy, go over here, park yourself, and steal some food so that we're not in the negative. I can also not tax this settlement. That should help my food situation as well. And do you know what? Can I lower my tax rate? Alright, so we're still in the positive if we reduce the tax rate. So now I'm feeling a lot better about things. I'm going to go ahead and recruit a veteran down here so I can start giving extra experience to this army.
I leave. Letting forth, my lord.
And then I'll end the turn. I'm going to go ahead and let this episode run a little bit longer. If any battles come up, then I might just have to end it, but I'm thinking that I personally don't really like the 30-minute episodes very much. They're a little bit easier in terms of production on my end. but it's hard to feel like I'm making progress. Okay, definitely need to make sure I don't get a rebellion here in Mesopotamia. So what do I need to do to avoid that? Well, the cultural differences are going to be the main problem. Taxes are also a problem, so I could stop taxing it for a turn, and that would help. I also don't have any temples built, which is a bit silly of me. Normally I do that pretty much first thing.
At your command.
Alright, I think I have to not tax this province this turn just to avoid the rebellion.
My lord.
Gotta wait until next turn before I can start construction on that. Okay, once I get this constructed, that'll be an extra 4 food, so I'm actually thinking I want to deconstruct this and convert it over to a temple. Just because I need the public order. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and dismantle that.
Ready for battle.
Okay, over here, rebellion is fine.
My lord.
Matter of fact, it is expected. Now, where did that Nabatean army go? Let's see, if I wander on up here...
Ready. You have further orders?
Public order's still pretty bad at Dura. Kind of have to go with the food first.
At your command. Ready for battle.
I'm not sure where that Nabatean army went. In the meantime, I can at least go sack Thapsacos. I don't think I'll... Oh, there it is. I don't think I'll occupy it. At least not yet. But I can get some money out of sacking it. Because if I occupy it, well, you know what? Maybe occupying it would be a good thing. Because that would help me start to turn the culture towards the Armenian culture that I need it to be. Alright. I've got enough money that I can afford to do some construction. I'm not going to do much. I wanted to upgrade this, but I'm a little short on food right now. What's the difference between these two? I think I want the garrison because of the reduced banditry. Over here, I don't have any other options, so I'll just improve it. And you know what? I can actually switch this over to importing food. And that'll help out with the food situation here a little bit. Well, if I'm not taxing it, the food situation doesn't matter. So we'll just go with growth and public order, I guess. I can always switch it next turn. Alright, so public order across the board is still a problem everywhere except my capital province. This is the exact reason why I normally don't expand like this. I normally like to keep unified provinces, but anyway, I think we'll be okay still. I could get another spy, but I don't really feel like it's necessary at the moment. go ahead and let this guy throw some money over to these nobles because they will lose 10 loyalty in a couple of turns. Forgot to move my veteran into the army there. That's a bit unfortunate. Alright, well it's good that nobody declared war on me. I think I'm gonna have to go with civil development. Alright, I can finally get to the herbalist here. I need to build a temple over here. I should go with some kind of civil development. Some extra food would be great. Go ahead and get this veteran into the army. I don't think I want to move the army anywhere yet because this fleet could maybe just come back in and take Charax out of the army, and I'd rather not have that happen. Alright, public order is just barely maintained here. I need to get taxing this province again soon, but I can't afford to just yet.
Ready for battle.
Use 50% of my movement to get out here. I'll go ahead and fight this at the beginning of the next episode. I think I will just sack this settlement and then leave it so I can get back to Dura and put down the rebellion. But this is how I'm going to go ahead and end this episode. I hope you guys are enjoying, and I will see you in the next one.